Celine Dion is on the news. Celine Dion hopes to hit the stage again. Oh yes, you heard. Superstar singer Celine Dion has revealed she has gone to great lengths to continue performing for her beloved and loyal fans following our stiff person syndrome diagnosis. According to the synopsis for a new documentary about her life, the Intimate Project takes viewers on a journey inside Celine's past and present as she reveals a battle with stiff person syndrome SPS and the length she has gone to continue performing. The documentary, which is set to be released on Amazon Prime, is an emotional, energetic and poetic love letter to music that captures more than a year of filming as the legendary singer navigates our journey towards living an open and authentic life amidst our illness. Celine Dion this week called the last couple of years a challenge, adding, as the road to resuming my performing career continues, I have realized how much I have missed it of being able to see my fans. During this absence, I decided I wanted to document this part of my life to try to raise awareness of this little known condition to help others who share this diagnosis. Just so you know, before revealing a diagnosis of the disease in December 2022, Celine Dion was forced in 2021 to postpone our Las Vegas residency to focus on our health while learning how to live with and manage our disease, but not to let it define her. After sharing her diagnosis, she also cancelled all of her world tour dates for 2023 and 2024.
Well, all I want to say is I wish her divine healing, because stiff person syndrome is one that they've said you have to do a lot of work. They're still trying to find out what the cure is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Celine Dion is still Celine Dion, and we love her. We love her music. And the same way she says she has missed performing, everyone has missed her. Everyone has missed her dropping new songs, performing at events and stuff, and we really do wish you the very best, Celine Dion.
Yes, you don't even know how happy I am to see this particular news. I'm very, very elated because I was just thinking, because, you know, the updates that the sister was always giving us, oh, she's not responding to treatments and all of this, it was so scary. And to think that she's thinking of hitting the stage one more time or, you know, sometime, you know, I'm just very excited about that. I can't wait to see that, which are a very quick and, you know, permanent recovery.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Alec Baldwin pleads not guilty to involuntary manslaughter. Embattled American actor Alec Baldwin has pleaded not guilty to a refiled charge of involuntary manslaughter in the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Just so you know, a grand jury in Santa Fe indicted Baldwin in January after prosecutors received a new analysis of that gun, reviewing a charge that prosecutors originally filed and then dismissed in April 2023. An analysis of the gun conducted by Lucien and Michael Hagg of Forensic Science Services in Arizona concluded that the trigger had to be pulled or depressed sufficiently to release the fully cocked or retracted hammer of the evidence revolver. If you would recall, Alec Baldwin had said he pulled back the hammer, but not the trigger, and the gun fired. Ross weapons supervisor Hannah Gutierrez-Reed also has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, with her jury trial scheduled to start February 22nd. She has pleaded not guilty to that charge and a second charge of tampering with evidence in Hutchins' death. Gutierrez-Reed was also charged with carrying a gun into a downtown Santa Fe bar days before she was hired to work as the hammer on Roast. She has pleaded not guilty to that charge too. Just so you know, Alec Baldwin, the lead actor and a co-producer on the Western movie Rust, was pointing a gun at cinematographer Helena Hutchins during a rehearsal outside Santa Fe in October 2021, when the gun went off, killing her and wounding director Joel Souza. Alec Baldwin faces up to 18 months in prison if convicted.
I don't know whether we would ever see the last of this particular incident.
I doubt
because, you know, it's been on forever.
Yep.
Yeah, and I understand because somebody lost a life and they have to do all the investigations they have to do.
Yep.
But, you know, I just keep thinking about Alec Baldwin right there, especially with the fact that it's gone through a lot. It's really, really gone through a lot.
Yes,
People are not giving him jobs. You know, paparazzi won't let him rest. This case is going on. And, you know, there was somebody in charge of that. Yeah, of course, all those people too are being indicted and people are saying that, you know, they're pleading not guilty, which is understandable because, I mean, no, it is not. I think it is understandable when it comes to Alex matter because it was just, it was a producer and it was an actor too on the set, and he did not expect that there would be light bullets right there in the gun. And who was responsible for that? I think that, I don't know, he's gone through a lot that I think that he should just be removed from all of this and let other people face. I don't know, I mean, the law would always just take its course. I mean, we can't just use emotions right here. But I just feel so bad for him.
Yeah, it's just crazy. This has gone on for so long. And even with coupled with the fact that Helena Hutchins' husband was made one of the, I think, was it directors or producers of the film?
Yes.
And he worked on the same project. And it seemed that all was well. It seemed they had moved on.
Yeah.
But then the case still continued. Even with her husband talking about the fact that, oh, Alec has apologized, the family has accepted, and they moved on. By the end of the day, we also need to understand that it's manslaughter. Somebody lost a life. And at the end of the day, who did what? Everyone is focusing on the fact that this person pulled the trigger. But was there supposed to be a live bullet in the gun? No. If there were live bullets in the gun on set that actors were supposed to use, why wasn't it under lock and key? Why did it
would there even be?
No, so that's why I said even if there was, why wasn't it under lock and key or proper supervision that someone can just grab it? Because if somebody was actually watching that, which was supposed to be someone's job, once you pick it up, they say, no, drop it. Let me check. That's how it's supposed to be. Two people are supposed to check it, the armorer and then the person in charge, and director too. That's three people, which is why they also sued the director on the other hand. Yes. So it's just crazy, and I just hope that this case will end pretty soon because it stalled a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate and sad. All right, let's move on already. Justin Timberlake responds to Britney Spears' apology. American singer-songwriter Justin Timberlake has somewhat replied his ex-girlfriend Britney Spears after she recently tendered an apology to him for the revelations she made about him in her memoir. Justin recently performed on stage in New York City, and just before his performance of Cry Me a River, he said, "I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely blip nobody." If you would recall, Cry Me a River is notoriously known as a 2002 breakup song which Justin wrote about Britney, in which he accused her of infidelity. His remarks before his performance are seemingly pointed at Britney's latest Instagram post, where she expressed regret over revealing details about her relationship with Timberlake from the early 2000s. Britney wrote, "I want to apologize for some of the things I wrote about in my book. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry." Spears also praised Justin's latest comeback singles, Selfish and Sanctified. In her memoir released in October 2023, Britney revealed that Justin forced her to get an abortion. She also changed that, that the singer broke up with her via a 2-word text reading, "It's over."
Wow, what's the craziest way someone has broken up with you? Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know what is wrong with Britney.
She's going through a lot.
Yeah,
Wait, no.
she's going through a lot. And I think that when you understand that she's going through a lot, Justin Timberlake should not just take it like that. But then again, they're both in the public eye, and you might just want to be like the mature one. And at the end of the day, you are shooting yourself in the leg, in the sense that maybe you just have to, you know, react when you have to react. Maybe you don't have to say so much, but then you have to react when you have to react. That, well, I don't owe anybody any apology, and I'm absolutely not apologizing to any bleep bleep. Nobody.
I knew that was the part you were going to get out. But at the end of the day, these are two different people who are doing very well in their field. They're doing really good. And Britney is going through a lot. But in recent times, I don't know, sometimes you feel like she's bouncing back, and then it's like she declines. Like,
it looks like some mental health issues, right?
So even the person that we thought was going to be there for her left. And we're like, okay, so what exactly is happening? But at the end of the day, we really wish her the very best. And then it was also exciting to see that due to Justin's new single, Selfish, Britney's Selfish from how many decades ago came back on the US iTunes chart. So that's also to say that people are still relevant as long as you put out good content and you're in the news, you keep making your money.
I like it. I like that somebody is, you know, promoting something. It reminds me of Ye, when Kanye said that he wanted to be bearing Ye, and then he said it again, and Burna's Ye started training. I love it.
Welcome to Socialville, the place you can get your daily fix and fun of the craziness going on in the world of social media. Shmani, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Ramsey Noah here looking with side eye, bombastic side eye. And it says, I'm coming to Nigeria just because of you. You came man to me and 15 other girls. Me, and I respond, make an enter flight of 1.9 million round trip because of only you.
Okay, so yeah, that's the truth. And I think that UK guys are known for this.
Yep.
And they're also known for being tight-fisted too. I don't know.
well,
not known for a lot. Like, yeah, maybe not all
of them.
But, you know, because people just think that UK people are conservative, you know, so you just hear stuff like, and you hear this when December is approaching. So, you know, all those, I just got back.
So that December one is not only UK.
It's not only UK, but then,
but generally,
now says, I'm coming to Nigeria because of you. Because of you. Do you know what flight is saying right now?
Honeypot, if you say you, how many syllables is that? That's how many people that he has sent the message to. Please, let's just move on. And we see the Meme King make an appearance in this one, says, travel without sharing it on social media. And then me, I'm just chilling and say, I ain't gonna sit on an island sipping on cocktails without letting the haters know. Like, how they gonna know I traveled?
Omar, this life, I've discovered that you have to blow your own trumpet.
Exactly.
And when you have spent so much, especially, did I just mention flight tickets? You go somewhere and then you now say that, oh, I want to be humble. Oh, humble, can you there?
Especially when you go shopping, you enter the malls and
hey, except something else is wrong with you. No, you cannot be spending that money and be saying that, no, I'm not going to take photos. You're going to take photos, you're going to do videos, and the haters are going to see it, and they're going to die.
So the heart attack part is when you're shopping, and in your head, you're calculating because of exchange rates.
Yes.
That's where the heart attack is.
Yes.
Because you now start saying, is this still not better to buy in Nigeria? But at the end of the day, you know it's original, you're getting.
Yeah, but if you know that you can still get original, if you know that you can still get original in Nigeria,
yes, pay your money
to Nigeria to buy this stuff, because
just like that,
£1 to naira right now is 2,000.
Urgent, okay, just like that.
It's a lot.
Okay, so Kobe Bryant has something to say and is calling out the doctors. He says doctors and fake crocs. Anthem and now responding, are you there for their drip or your drip? Good question. Because Funny enough, before Crocs became very popular, I knew doctors used to wear Crocs with their scrubs because I even stayed with my sister in the College of Medicine. So I knew it as doctors' slippers when they go for surgery. So when it became a fashion item, I'm like, until when my people don't they wear since how many years ago? So when people now say, oh, fake Crocs, I beg you, Crocs are Crocs, but still don't wear them, don't do what you want to do. If rain fall, you enter. It's spoiled.
I didn't used to like it, so I felt I was very ugly. But I told you the story, how I got it. So I went to a cool market and I was buying stuff and I walked everywhere. My feet were really, really hurting. So this person who was selling Crocs was beside where I wanted to buy a tray. And so she was like, Auntie, you know, all these marketers. She quickly removed my shoe. She put
your size.
She said, would they fit it? Another person passed and said, would they look good, oh? That was how the person, I said, I had to buy it. But when I wore it, it was so comfortable, like I was relieved. So
let me answer this question. This person is only there for their drip, not his drip.
Okay.
He's not ready to get well.
Yeah.
Exactly. I see this cute dog wearing those earrings and say broke and proud. I need 1K from 5 people. Please, don't rush. I'll select. How proud can you be as a broke person? You're begging for urgent 1K. Urgent 1K. And you're still saying don't rush. I'm going to pick 5 people. Do you want one person I want to give you? That is the question.
Okay, so I don't know the state of mind of this person. She was really, really be proud.
That's why she put it there. Broke and proud. Not see her earrings.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jessica _C says, guys, I have a joke. And then this is the joke. What did 50 Cent do when he was hungry? 58. 58. You feel I'm small?
Kenny, they sound like J. Paul's joke. All those forgot.
My chest, my stomach, my head, my knees, my toes.
All those jokes that J. Paul wants to kill me with.
Honeypot, see, you shouldn't be talking about your partner like this.
No,
I
can talk about
it.
See,
no, Honeypot, wait. You need to understand that you're part in a relationship. And Honeypot, no, this time I will not let you have the say. Since Maria, I've been doing no agree. I will not agree for you because you people are maturing to be in marriage. So this one is for you and J. Paul. He said, no, I'm going to read it. You will not talk. You will not have the last say. Let me just read it. He said, maturing in marriage is accepting that your wife can't remember where she left her phone. But she can remember exactly what you said 5 years ago on a Saturday at 5:25 p.m.
Wow.
So please answer the question. Can you remember where J. Paul put his AirPod the last time? But you can remember what he said the first day he came, Abby? So TVC. Why you fell in love?
I think when it comes to love, relationship and all of these things, I think women are just naughty. Women should just be given some freedom to do some things.
Honeypot, I'm not drunk enough water today. Don't let me cry.
Get sad.
I don't want to be dehydrated. Say you're blushing and looking cute. Shabby only know want me to talk now.
Like a puppy that just fell in love.
Oh, Mrs. Flames.
Only that my boyfriend J. Paul is always killing me with dry jokes. But it's okay. I love him like that.
Honeypot, it's called love. Or in King OJ's voice, love.
No, it is love we practice. We don't do that nonsense. Blah.
And we're done with Social View. The lovebirds have said it all with the representative. We're done with Social View for today. And this week, we hope you enjoyed every bit of the craziness. As we all know, we are in the month of love and Valentine is coming. People tend to focus on the many positive aspects of healthy relationships. It's also important to address the bad too, especially negative behaviors that could potentially turn into toxicity and abuse later. So here's a list of some major signs of an unhealthy relationship, guys. This is Daily Top 5. All right, the very first one is feeling isolated. If you're feeling distance from the people you care about or have lost touch with friends and loved ones because of your relationship, then that could be a red flag. Either that partner makes you feel completely dependent on them or you've made yourself completely dependent on them. Either way, that's unhealthy. Crazy.
relationship.
And this is a major red flag. A lot of people see it as when you talk to people who are in situations like this sometimes, they tend to tell you, oh, it's me and my partner against the world. So we need to understand and learn to be with each other. But it doesn't mean you should cast away your family members and your friends, especially the narcissists that will tell you, I don't want to see you with this person, with that person, with people that try to control you. Because at the end of the day, you lose your self-confidence and you feel like you can't do things without them.
That's so scary. It is so, so scary that you're dating somebody does not mean that the people in your life should go away or should disappear. The ones that you knew, your family members, should disappear because you're with that person. It's so scary. And as you said, narcissists, they have a way of doing that thing. So it is not something that is in your face like that immediately, but they would make sure that they do it bit by bit, separating you from, you know, people, your family members and all that. You know, it can be as little as, do you really have to go in person?
Thank you.
Why don't you just send somebody?
Or send a gift.
Or, you know, send a gift or something. Like, it can be as little as that. Just to watch out for all those red flags. And I believe that God has given every one of us brains. So, you know, there are things that when you even see manifest in marriage, there have been signs, only that people just chose to, you know, be blinded to all of those things. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the second one. Excessive jealousy. Now, jealousy is natural and unavoidable in certain circumstances, but it can also be toxic depending on how you or your partner manage it. Jealousy can be unhealthy when used as an excuse to act, you know, possessive, aggressive, or controlling. It also signifies a lack of trust, and it is unhealthy for trust to the, you know, I mean, the relationship, and that is it. So, yeah. Things like that.
Before we talk about this one, wait. I need to call something from one of your favorite songs. Jealousy.
Yes, so. Jealousy. Edna Ogoli. Shout out to you.
Root of hatred. That says it all.
Yes, it says it all. And I tell you that, yeah, jealousy is, you can't avoid it in some circumstances. But when you now have like that thing of, you know, being too jealous, that person is now very obsessive. You know, you go somewhere and the person is asking you, because somebody told me this is somebody's story. You know, she was dating this dude and she would go to the market and the dude would be like, where are you? And she would be like, I'm in the market. And the dude would be like, so what are you buying at the moment? I'm buying tomatoes. Give the phone to the tomato seller. Mama, I mean, is she really buying tomatoes? Like, why? So he's very friendly with all our friends, and you think, oh, because it's just, but because of the information he wants to get. So if she says she's going to Buki's place, he's already calling Buki. Buki, how are you?
Wow.
Is Titi, or, you know, Titi is not a name, but I mean, I'm just using. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Another thing with jealousy is, like we said, the person gets aggressive, controlling, and it gets to a point where you go choke, you get tired, and then you have to leave. All right, the next one we're talking about is shifting responsibilities and blame. Watch out for a partner who is a pro at playing the blame game. When an issue prevents you and your partner from listening to one another and resolving the problem together, then there might be an issue. Whether he or she is putting the blame back on you, past experiences, or someone else, failure to take responsibility for one's actions is a bad sign. And this one, a lot of people do it knowingly and unknowingly. People need to understand that when something happens, focus on what happened and try to resolve it. If you're to blame, don't push it on someone else. Don't shift, oh, if I didn't do it, why didn't you do it? At the end of the day, you are supposed to do it. Take the blame, apologize, say you're sorry, and make sure it doesn't happen again. Don't just say, oh, it won't happen again, and then it happens again. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be looking out for each other. You're supposed to be there for each other. And at the end of the day, you're supposed to be a pair. A partnership makes you whole. Means that someone has your back and you have their back.
Preach. Right, the next one is a frequent argument. Excessive arguing shouldn't be confused with passion, okay? Whether minor or a major argument, if they happen too frequently, there might be a problem. If you find yourselves constantly raising your voices at one another, you may have some unresolved communication issues, okay? Yeah, I think this should be noted, especially when Because I see some lack of respect there when you're shouting or yelling at another person, and every time you're arguing, you can't even come to like a certain compromise or even,
agreement.
you know, with another person, or so you can argue. But there are ways of doing this thing. But when it is too much, excessive, every time you're arguing, you can't even agree on one single thing. I think there is a problem, or maybe you guys are not meant for each other.
So I've heard and I've seen people who have said that if they're dating someone and they're not arguing or there's no issue, then there's a problem in the relationship.
So they're not saying that there shouldn't be issues. So.
But then when you start raising your voice and then it becomes frequent. There was a lady that once said that, if she's dating someone and they're not arguing all the time, then that means that they are not two different people and they are not meant to be together. So people always take these things to the other side.
And some people inherited stuff
Yep.
from their parents.
Yep.
So they feel like the way their parents' relationship went, their own relationship, and it might not be healthy. So you're now bringing it down to your own relationship. You think that is how it should go.
Because they're used to it.
Because they're used to it. I don't think so.
Well, the last one we're talking about, the last negative thing you need to overcome is trying to change each other. Like, treating each other like projects rather than people could be a problem. It's okay to want your partner to be a better version of himself or herself, but trying to mold your partner into your version of a perfect person isn't fair to either of you. Chances are you were already the way you were when they met you, so it's unfair to ask you to change now. Don't you think so?
That's just always very funny when you think a whole adult, like a whole human being, you can change that person to what you want. You saw them, you knew things about them. Don't think that you would not get married to them or get into a relationship with them and then you change them. There will be problem, a money problem. Yeah, I said that because you know, there are ways that you can actually talk to somebody if you think that person has a wrong orientation from the start. There are ways that, you can have a communication, you can have, some talks about certain things. But that you think that, this person, don't worry, I like the physique, but you don't like the inside, and then you think that you can change the inside. I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry, my sister.
And all the things that are scrolling on the screen now, that thing annoys me when they say, it's who I am. If you know that you are that way, then do not pretend when you first meet the person, and then later into the relationship, you now show yourself, love me for who I am, not for who you want me to be. Nah, be yourself from the start. Let the person know that's how you are. Not that you now start bringing up your proper and real attitudes. And the person is like, no, this is not the woman I met. No, I can change her. You're unconsciously making the person turn you into a project. So be yourself when you meet people so that whoever would love you for who you are will be the one telling people, that's how she is. So we're preparing you for Valentine's Day and then to be good partners to your partners.
Yes.
So that you go and get the best Valentine's gift so that nobody will tell you that they're going to break up because you did something wrong. Don't say we didn't do anything.
That's why we are wearing our agony aunt's cap. So that we can advise you on relationship advisor. All right, and that's all we can take on today's Daily Tip 5.